So here's a little maneuver that I learned, and I saw it on a YouTube video. You may have heard of this guy. It's Stipler or Steepler or something YouTube video. It's a pretty good YouTube channel. He runs a little hobby operation over Miami, Manitoba, and he seems to have a clue what he's doing. So this was a combine. It wasn't a combine, it was a salvage. So there's a queen on both boxes. There's a queen in each box. And in the middle here is a queen excluder. This was a very weak hive. I checked it for a viable queen. The queen was laying properly. Her only problem really was that she had not enough worker bees to take care of her brood, so she was laying as much brood as they could take care of. What she needed was a better population. She needed a workforce. This hive was actually doing quite well. This colony was robust. It was filling the box. It had lots of population and doing just fine. So what I did here, this was a week and a half ago or so, I put a layer of newspaper on top of this bottom colony. Then I put a queen excluder on that. We don't want the queens to mix. And then I put the weaker colony on top. This colony. So what I expect to see is that the colony below has chewed through the paper and come up and merged with the colony above, and they live together quite happily. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this colony off, check it for queen rightness, and I'll check the bottom one for queen rightness. I'll set this aside while I move this colony over to the blank spot on the end. Then I'm going to set this one down here. And why I'm going to do that is so that the initially weak colony then will absorb more field force into their hive. This colony is quite strong. They don't need as much care and attention, and they can recruit their own workforce, field force, out of the population they have. So I'm going to open this up and make sure the populations are appropriate for that move. I'm going to check for queen rightness, of course. If one of the queens didn't survive for any reason, then this is maybe going to become a combine, or maybe a merge with another weak colony. So let's look inside. Okay, so we'll check this one out. This will be easy. It's nice and high. Look at the population. That hive is completely full. Now, my concern at this point is this queen alive? And is she laying? Nice and calm, aren't they? I'll change that. So we've got a pollen patty here that they're very interested in. I'll just remove that temporarily. We've got to take the apivar strips out. We'll start with our drone frame. It's always nice to look at that. So it's a good one to start with. Oh, these drone cells are right full of nice plump larvae. They're probably on day 5, so she jumped on those pretty fast. Holy smokes. Okay, I'll put that down over here. Oh my goodness, that makes me happy. It's a very good sign. Okay, let's get into this a little farther. I'll take the apivar strip out. And this one out. And we'll check a couple frames. We'll see if we can see eggs. We'll see if we see a queen. You know what? Seeing a queen is not really that meaningful. Seeing the evidence of a laying queen. Very small larvae I see. Yeah. Okay. Brood nest looks to be over here, except that drone frame, boy, that was way over there. So let's keep going here. Oh, okay. I think this is pretty good evidence, right? Not a bad pattern. And this is probably 10 days, so that was laid pretty quickly after I placed them up here. The weather really turned around about then, so that would have played a part in the increased laying activity. It was so cold before. We were getting a week or 10 days of overnight lows below freezing. So she's really hit the ground. And as long as she is here, this will be a success. It's always so hard to see eggs. This is a feed frame, just right full of feed. I think this is going to be a success. I want to check here. Since that drone frame was laid right up, I kind of would expect the brood nest to extend this way. Now that side is insulated, so that may play a part. And see, this is mostly... Oh, there's our queen. Most of her paint job is missing right here. 2019 queen. I don't know, she's on that frame, but I don't see eggs. I would like to remark that queen so she's easy to find. There she is. She went up. Okay, so this is a green queen. Get my green pen out. Every color of the rainbow in my pocket. Okay. Push the plunger up and the workers should come out of there. Just flick them off. There's a lot of them in there. I don't usually get that many. There she is, trapped. Nice big green dot on that queen. Okay, she got no more workers in there. Set her there for a few minutes. I think that paint, when it comes off in the center, it's probably a function of me not letting it dry long enough. So we'll just do that. So while she's out, I'll call this a success. And set it down. And I want it in this spot, so I need to set it aside for now. I'm just going to tip it on its end. Right there. So here's my queen excluder. Bees don't like it when you take those off, and I usually get stung. So now you can see how the bees have chewed their way through that. And now I want to make sure that this colony is still all in good shape. Oh, bees going up my legs. Okay, this drone frame is completely laid up. They've been emerging. and it's full of eggs now in the worker cells. So that's a very good sign. Lots of drone cells along the bottom here. No cups, no queen cells. So a little cup over in the corner there. And it doesn't have any. Ooh, it's got royal jelly in it. All right. So, why are they doing that? Oh, jelly. Peanut butter jelly time. So, it looks like I need to give this one a thorough inspection for cells and cups. Nice pollen frame. Multicolored pollen. Lots of young larvae. I'm not anticipating a queen problem here. Anything can happen though. And I see cups with jelly in them. So they're making plans. I need to thwart those plans. Thwart their efforts. So these cups don't have anything in them. Okay, that's good. This one does, but I don't know if that's a queen or a drone. Should find a laying queen, I guess, before I destroy all these. There's a little cup here, but nothing in it. Lots of pollen in here. See, this is her problem. She's pollen bound. It's one of those good problems that's gone too far. Having lots of pollen is good, but having too much pollen is not good. I mean, for swarming, get all pollen bound and they want to leave. Lots of drones, of course. I see that they've emerged from there. Lots of very young larvae, so she's been laying not long ago. You look at a frame and you realize it's almost all drones. Wow. Okay. Complete frame of pollen. There's feed on this side. It's heavy too. This side, oh, I got bee up my shorts. This side is, look at that. And they'll get a second for sure. So take our salvaged colony and put it right back there. That one came from. So they get the field force. And then we will release Her Majesty into there. And there she goes down the hole. So these will both, I think, get seconds. And they have plenty of pollen. They don't need patties.